Now, we all know Arizona is growing, and one of the places people are flocking from is Illinois. People from the Windy City, they're moving here, and they're putting down roots in the Grand Canyon State. So I'm diving deeper into that connection between Chi-Town and State 48.
The Phoenix Metro continues to grow, and that is in large part to transplants looking for a fresh start. Perhaps the most notorious transplants are those coming from the Windy City.
Came just to visit and fell in love with it.
I caught up with Chicago native Carmen Starks and her husband Mario at Riverview Park in Mesa. Mario says they got a good feeling when they landed here 5 years ago.
When we got off the plane, we felt the vibe. It was like, oh yeah. We both looked at each other like, yeah, this is it.
Debbie Kelly said a prayer and just hoped for the best.
I took a leap of faith because I like hot weather, and I'm like, I'm getting out of Chicago.
Chicago Fest West is always a big event where people can celebrate the Bears, the Cubs, and the food, including Doggone It food truck owned by Kevin Rice, who hasn't looked back since he arrived 7 years ago.
Well, when you're in Chicago, you only get about 3 to 4 months of good weather. The rest of the time, it's not the greatest.
The Chicago to Phoenix connection is nothing new. In 1910, the MacArthur brothers started to arrive in Phoenix from Chicago one by one.
The oldest brother was a student of Frank Lloyd Wright's.
Ashley Johnson is a historian at the Arizona Biltmore, an iconic Arizona structure that many wrongly believe was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright.
Frank Lloyd Wright gave credit to his student. I think he was proud of his student for pulling this off.
This is a replica of one of the iconic sprites designed by Frank Lloyd Wright for the Midway Gardens located in Chicago's South Side. And the Arizona Biltmore is the only public place in Arizona where you can see it up close. According to 2022 moving data by Allied, Arizona is still a top destination for people to move to, and Illinois is still a top place for people to leave. But they still want comforts from home. We see that around the valley. Food spots proudly advertising their authentic Chicago-style cuisine. Cruise down Indian School in East Phoenix, and you can find at least 3 places, just in case you miss your turn. As for those blazing hot summers...
And I know a lot of people complain about the heat, but we came from a very cold place, so we're like, what's wrong with you guys? You can't shovel sunshine.